The Middle East, a land of deserts, ancient civilizations, and oil. But for centuries even, it has been a region defined by conflict. Wars, revolutions, and rivalries seem never-ending. Why does this region, rich in history and resources, struggle to find peace? Today, we'll explore the reasons. The Middle East remains the world's most volatile region. Welcome to World Explained Official. 1. Historical background. To understand the present, we must first look at the past. For centuries, much of the Middle East was under the Ottoman Empire. Borders were fluid, tribal alliances shifted, and communities often governed themselves. But everything changed after World War I. The collapse of the Ottoman Empire left a power vacuum. Western powers, primarily Britain and France, drew borders without regard for ethnic or religious divisions. The Sykes-Picot Agreement of 1916 divided the region into spheres of influence. Suddenly, ancient rivalries were forced into new, artificial states. Sunni and Shia communities, Arabs and Kurds, Jews and Palestinians, all were placed together in borders that would later fuel tension and conflict. 2. Oil and economy. The Middle East's most valuable resource, oil, has brought both wealth and conflict. Countries like Saudi Arabia, Iraq, and Iran control huge reserves of the world's oil, making the region strategically important to global powers. But this wealth has not been evenly distributed. While ruling elites often prosper, ordinary citizens can remain poor and disenfranchised. Economic inequality fuels unrest, and control over oil-rich territories has often been a cause of war. From the Gulf Wars to regional proxy battles, control over oil resources has repeatedly drawn both local and foreign powers into the region. 3. Political rivalries. Politics in the Middle East is complex and often deeply personal. One of the biggest rivalries is between Iran, a Shia-majority country, and Saudi Arabia, the Sunni powerhouse. Their struggle for regional dominance plays out in conflicts across Iraq, Syria, Lebanon. Meanwhile, the Israel-Palestine conflict continues to define politics in Levant. Wars in Gaza, disputes over Jerusalem, and the refugee crisis have persisted for decades. Countries often fight not just for territory, but for influence. Proxy wars have become the norm, where regional powers support militias or factions in neighboring states to extend their power without direct confrontation. 4. Foreign intervention. External powers have also shaped the Middle East's conflicts. From the British and French colonial era to the modern day, presence of the United States and Russia, foreign involvement has often intensified tensions. In Iraq, Afghanistan, Syria, and Libya, interventions by outside nations have destabilized governments, created power vacuums, and fueled insurgencies. Even well-intentioned peace efforts can backfire if they fail to consider the region's complex ethnic and religious landscape. The result is a cycle. Intervention leads to conflict, conflict attracts intervention, and peace remains elusive. 5. Religion, identity, and social factors. Religion and identity play a central role in Middle Eastern conflicts. Sunni and Shia divisions are deeply rooted, sometimes stretching back over 1,000 years. Tribal loyalties, local politics, and ideological movements further complicate the picture. The Arab Spring in 2011 showed how popular uprisings could quickly turn into civil wars, as in Syria and Libya. Citizens demanded reform, but governments resisted, and regional powers intervened. In short, social, religious, and identity factors create layers of tension that make lasting peace extremely difficult. 6. Current conflicts and future. Today, the Middle East faces multiple ongoing conflicts: the civil war in Yemen, instability in Syria, tensions in Iraq, and the unresolved Israel-Palestine crisis. At the same time, tensions between Iran, Israel, and the United States continue to shape the region's security. Military strikes, proxy conflicts, and political pressure have raised fears of a wider regional confrontation. Yet there are also signs of hope. Recent diplomatic breakthroughs, such as the Abraham Accords between United Arab Emirates and Israel, show that reconciliation is possible. But history has taught us that peace in the Middle East is fragile, and many conflicts remain deeply rooted. The Middle East have been shaped by history, oil, rivalries, religion, and foreign intervention. Conflict here is complex, multi-layered, and far from simple. Will the region ever find peace? Only time tell. If you want to understand the forces shaping our world, subscribe to World Explained Official for more deep dives into global history, politics, and power.